Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Giant defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw his car. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara.
Now he's free to midfield. Alvin Kamara racing to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing Jones.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. Yeah, free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and 4.
Now Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6.
On play action, now Carr. Short pass caught by Henry. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah,
Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins, 29 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football up in the catch.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 31 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Carr. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Boy, 196 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Carr to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runner.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down and 8.
Carr now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a